Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Bear with me tonight as I go through these articles and put together my perspective. Let's just dive right in. Many at XRP Howie had sent this article to me, and the first thing that came to mind was the article below, where you have, let's just go to the article. Money Match and Ripple make it cheaper and faster for Malaysian SMEs to pay global suppliers. But it wasn't really making sense. So I went back to the article, then I noticed the link. So then I click on the link. MatchMove introduces cross-border remittance platform for businesses. Then it got very interesting, and then things started making a lot more sense. You know, let's kind of cruise through just a little bit. I have a lot to go through, and I will be quickly once I kind of establish here what's happening. The Singapore-based banking as a system platform, the BAS platform, has announced the launch of its new remittance platform, RemitSend by MatchMove, to enable cross-border business-to-business remittances for businesses. By offering a software as a service SaaS-based subscription pricing model, MatchMove enables SMEs in Singapore to save up to 80% of their cost when compared to charges currently levied by most banks. So then as I get into the next article here, we have MatchMove letting anyone spend, send, and lend. MatchMove makes it easy for your users to move digital cash securely. Your customers and even your employees can make purchases online and offline, send and receive money from and to anywhere globally, and get credit effortlessly. It's safe, easy, and fast. The next article, MatchMove acquires Shopmatic to extend its wallet capability. And Shopmatic's ecosystem is more than 435,000 e-commerce SMEs and individual entrepreneurs across the region. So then as we get into the next article, MatchMove files application for digibank license in Singapore. MatchMove is the latest fintech firm to apply to the Monetary Authority of Singapore for a full digital banking license, forming a coalition with lender Singapura Finance, clearing and settlement network Lightnet, and banking as a service platform OpenPaid. And as we discussed here multiple times in video, that Lightnet runs on Stellar. Lightnet expands reach throughout Asia Pacific, and Lightnet, with its current portfolio of partnerships, is more strongly positioned than ever to build an inclusive international remittance ecosystem that improves the lives of the unbanked and underbanked populations of the Asia Pacific. Then MatchMove partners with OpenPaid, an application for Singapore digital banking license. And then we have the fintech company Lightnet expands reach throughout the APEC region. The partnerships of the company include a formal technical integration agreement with Hanwha Investment and Securities, a consortium with MatchMove, Singapura Finance, and OpenPaid to bid for a digital full bank license, and a memorandum of understanding, the MOU, with KogoPay. The next article that I pulled open is the API First Banking. Let's go back for 1 second. Okay, yes. The API First Banking as a service provider, OpenPaid enables SEPA digital payment scheme for fintech service providers. And we've shown how SEPA also connects to like Ripple and Stellar as well. And then, I meant to scroll down, sorry. In the same article, as you have a discussion on digital payments, foreign exchange, services, and various card processing solutions. If you click the link, it then brings you to the U.S. Federal Reserve is focused on launching FedNow for real-time digital payments and settlements. So then I got very interested and very exciting. So then as you click on the Federal Reserve, the article pretty much discusses what the headline says. No need to really go into it. The U.S. Federal Reserve, then I click on this link, and it's the future of retail payments in the U.S. And it's pretty much everything that we've discussed with the FedNow going into basically the retail payments. And as we're showing pretty frequent, the XRP is designed for wholesale and Stellar is designed for retail. So it's interesting that everything I've shown you before connects to Stellar, and then all the links within the articles connect all the way back to the Federal Reserve, FedNow, and the retail payments. It's just very interesting to me. And again, as we've shown in a different article and current, again, these partnerships include a formal technical integration agreement with Hanwha Investments and Securities, a consortium with MatchMove, Singapore Finance, and OpenPay to bid for a digital full bank license, and a memorandum of understanding MOU with KogoPay. So Lightnet further observed that it recognizes the opportunity to provide a more inclusive international remittance ecosystem and has a number of business ventures aimed at expanding its reach throughout Asia Pacific. So again, they're all connected to Lightnet and partnered through this consortium, and Lightnet again runs on Stellar. And here we have MatchMove joins IBM blockchain on WorldWire. Expanded services now offered through new cross-border payments network supporting real-time payments and foreign exchange on the Stellar protocol. By connecting to the WorldWire network, MatchMove will have access to a single unified network for foreign exchange and cross-border payments, clearing and settlement built on blockchain technology and the Stellar public protocol. This will allow MatchMove to offer clients the ability to conduct transactions across additional currency corridors and provide access to new digital assets, including stablecoins and cryptocurrency, using Stellar Lumen's XLM. The next article, too, let's scroll to the headline and we'll come back to that, is directly from the Federal Reserve, and it's the server certificate of renewal. And as we scroll, let's click back. The technical requirements: your organization is responsible for making all infrastructure changes required to implement and maintain connectivity. This is in regard to the FedLine Direct File Server Certificate Request Form, the FedLine command. And due to the wide diversity of customer networks, the Federal Reserve banks cannot provide specific guidance regarding the design of your organization's infrastructure, which includes IBM MQ software for FedWire customers and IBM Connect Direct for Fed ACH, and Check 21 large file delivery customers. Your organization will need to access to staff with the knowledge to backup, download, install, and point your middleware to a server certificate. Your technical team will need to include staff with these skills. If you do not have someone on staff with these skills, you will need to enlist the assistance of your vendor who supports these software platforms to ensure appropriate resources are available during the renewal process. Additionally, your organization must verify that it has supported versions of IBM MQ and/or Connect Direct software installed. So again, it does connect the FedWire back to IBM, which was very interesting. Now, this was something in the research that pulled up, and I found very intriguing as well. Oh, I meant to show the Allison Baller. She is the current vice president and head of industry readiness for the FedNow service. 21 years, 11 months at IBM, and has a great deal of experience at IBM. So I found that very interesting. Now, as we get into the federalreserve.gov, this is where it gets very cool as well, especially for the Stellar XLM investor. The initial scoping phase, budgeted at $6 million, invited Net's IBM VocaLink, which was said to have behaved badly during negotiations due to perceived arrogance by its American lawyers, an observer noted. Telecom and Swift. Let's see if I can scroll down here. And let's see. But Swift, okay, here it is. Banks that were doing Swift are ahead of the game, but it's a national infrastructure, not a global one, continued this observer. We did workshops for a back office integration for 8 to 9 months and thought about sharing APIs and collaboration, which Swift was planning to build for us. In the end, it was between Swift and VocaLink, until VocaLink's American lawyers got involved. we could have signed either 500 pages of commercial contract with variances all explained in them, but once we got to see what their VocaLink's lawyers were like, we went another direction. And someone can be offended by a person and choose to not do business with them, or just choose to delay that and make it frustrating. So either which way, I wanted to say MasterCard completes the acquisition of VocaLink, and MasterCard was in that article as well. We've kind of skipped through it, but either way, MasterCard does complete the acquisition of VocaLink, and MasterCard teams up with Stellar and starts building on the blockchain. So I want to show that throughout all of this, it was very interesting. I spent a few hours going through article after article after article, and I shortened it down to these, and it was still a little bit distracting to keep to the point, but you can see that the MatchMove introduces cross-border remittance platform for businesses. I know this headline here and Stars has Ripple Partner, but we've just shown MatchMove is directly correlated to IBM WorldWire and Stellar. So as we get into this MatchMove, and we show here MatchMove acquired Shopmatic to extend its wallet capability, and that was pretty significant. Then MatchMove files for a digibank license in Singapore, which formed a coalition with, again, Lightnet and Stellar partners here. And then this was basically the same thing again, just reassuring that it was a true legitimate move. And then MatchMove partnered with OpenPaid in the application, and again showing that they're all partnered again with Lightnet. And then here, as we clicked on the provider from OpenPaid offering the SEPA digital payment scheme, it sent us here to the U.S. Federal Reserve, focused on FedNow for real-time digital payments and settlement. As we click on the Federal Reserve link from directly in the article, it sent us to the future of retail payments in the U.S. And again, on this channel, we've stated over and again, it's going to be very interesting to see in time if all of this follows through. But we seem to find over and over again that retail payments correlate with Stellar and the wholesale payments correlate with XRP. So again, as we followed here, MatchMove joins IBM Blockchain WorldWire, which runs on Stellar. And then right within the Fedline and Federal Reserve services, the technical requirements connect all back to IBM. Then we see the Vice President and Head of Industry Readiness at the FedNow service is almost literally 1 month short of 22 years at IBM. And then within the Federal Reserve.gov, within the article of description, we found IBM and VocaLink, which again, MasterCard purchased VocaLink, and MasterCard teamed up with Stellar to start building on the blockchain. So I found that very interesting. If you're a Ripple, or I should say XRP, and a Stellar investor for XLM, then I believe this is very exciting, because I believe that XRP, by design, as the executives continue to state over and over and over every time they open their mouth, enterprise, wholesale, and institution is by design what XRP is focused on. And as we find again through Stellar, it's connecting, as we've just shown, back into the retail payments system. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with a final thought. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I'm telling you it's going to be worth it. All right, guys, this is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only, and we will catch you in the next one.